Good morning. Happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th. If you didn't know, we had a game last night, but it's episode 100 of this podcast. So we're going to bring in some special guests, we think, but we're going to have a good time. Let's do it.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I am.
Slide the fader all the way up on Monday morning after the Super Bowl. I stayed up later than I usually do because it was worth it. Kyle, I'm wearing stuff because Bengals put on a great showing, but just couldn't pull it off. How do you feel?
Man, I said this before going in, like, hey, the fact that they made it and they are there is mind-boggling enough. Like, there was anxiety and like really wanted the win, obviously. But either way, you know, I'm proud of them, and I'm still processing it. Let me just be honest.
I know. I get it. I feel your pain. You know, they said last night that in Cincinnati, they already decided that there was going to be no school today for the students and the teachers. So whether it was a win or a loss, but you know, congratulations to a great season, a great game. Congratulations to the Rams for pulling it off. You know, they're on a bit of a roll, and hey,
I'm glad for Matt Stafford. I said to my wife before the game, I was like, you know, I just love Matt Stafford, and he went through all the heat and, you know, and the rough times with the bad team surrounding him, and then to move to this, like, good on him. Good on him.
Yep, absolutely. And that really is what it's amazing, that the margin between winning and losing at that level, also the Olympics at that level. And, you know, it's really good to remember that, like, that's a finite game. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. There are rules. It's over. But it's like what happens on the other sides of that is really what makes life worth living. We sent out an invite link to 6 people that have been on this show in the first 100 episodes. So if somebody just pops in to the podcast today, we'll introduce them for the people listening in. If you're on the screen, you'll see who it is, and we'll just see if anybody shows up. We just sent a link. And so if somebody pops in, that'll be great. You know, the Super Bowl, not only is it a sports event, if you're not a sports person, it's a big time cultural event. And so that's why we talk about it this morning. I mean, yes, we're both football fans, but really paying attention to what's going on in culture is super important, because we're in automotive and retail, anything retail, right, is highly dependent on what the cultural narrative is. Halftime show, I grew up in the 90s. It was like a flashback. And I was like, first of all, like, I can't believe it's everybody. Secondly, does Snoop Dogg ever look a day older? I don't think so. Everyone else, Eminem, like, everybody else had some miles on him, right?
Look, Eminem's trying to get rid of that dad bod, but he rocks it strong. I will tell you right now. But Snoop Dogg, my kids go, it's the genie. Like, he's like dressed like a genie. It was unbelievable.
It was like a LA Rams genie, Snoop Dogg. But yeah, so it was kind of like a 90s flashback, but man, commercials. Let's talk about commercials for a second. Because, you know, we had talked about it a little bit leading up to it. And what was your favorite? Hot takes on the commercials, Kyle. What was your favorite one?
Top one, absolutely for sure, was the Coinbase one, because there was so much going on there in so little, right?
I know it. And if you didn't see it, we got David Long and Brian Kramer. Feel free, Danielle, to just pull them into the show.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Listen, if you don't know, David Long just joined the live stream, and he's on the West Coast, so it is 5:43 a.m. David, good morning. Thanks for giving us a few minutes of your first precious morning hours.
Good morning. Workout's done. Meditation's finished. I'm ready to start my day with you characters. That's awesome.
What time do you usually wake up?
4:30.
That's it, just 4:30.
I know, I sleep in lately.
Yeah.
I'm getting older.
Yeah. And then we also have Brian Kramer and Bob Lanham just dropped into the stream. Brian Kramer, where the heck are you?
I'm at home, baby.
Brian is in full. If you can't see him, he's got sunglasses on. He's got his blazer on. He's outside looking like he's just about to walk in and like make a toast to a room full of businessmen in a very effective manner.
I am up in Tampa, actually.
Looks beautiful and sunny. Bob Lanham just dropped in. He's in the metaverse, actually. He looks like he's on an exercise bike. He's on his Peloton right now. He just took the VR goggles off to drop into the show. Bob, thanks for coming in.
I love this. Hope you don't mind this.
This is amazing.
This is perfect. This is what we were expecting and hoping for. Yes.
So, gentlemen, did everyone watch the Super Bowl last night?
Oh yeah, I did.
David, Bob, what is your first take on the Super Bowl ads? We were just talking about that before you dropped in. We'll go Bob, Brian, and David. What was the most memorable commercial? What do you think was the most effective?
Yeah, outside of the metaverse one, I will tell you.
Check. Okay, you check that box. All right, go ahead.
I will tell you, I have a text chain going on with a number of my buddies who we worked together at Shazam, where we were Shazamming commercials about 8 years ago. No joke. And we were like, Coinbase, brilliant. It actually works. So that's why I was really intrigued with what Coinbase did, because we were doing that 9 years ago at Shazam.
Amazing. Brian, Tim Cox, welcome to the show. Tim Cox drops in.
What's going on, my brother?
We are talking about the most memorable Super Bowl commercial, and Bob Lanham, aside from the metaverse one, because that's what he has to say, he said the Coinbase one. Brian Kramer, you're next.
I actually did. I did both of those. I registered myself, even though I was already on Coinbase for that $3 million challenge. But I love the Dr. Evil one for multiple reasons. I just liked all the throwback, the cable guy. I mean, when I'm sitting there watching Jim Carrey, as he's talking about that, and all these things that we take for granted, it's like he's coming from the future. So how is it hooked up? Where's the wires? Where's this? All these things that have gradually just come to be the norm.
Yeah,
things that we just don't think about every day.
What a night for 90s throwbacks, right? I mean, between commercials to
they know who's spending the money. Let's just put it that way. They know exactly who's spending the money. It could be like, oh, it's all about the kids, but that whole genre was dedicated to let's get these middle-aged folks to spend more money with us. Hey, did anybody catch what Dr. Evil's grandson's name is? It's Kyle.
I did see that.
I got a text last night from someone. They were like, go figures, GM did their research, Kyle's taking over automotive, right?
Yeah, right. He's like, I want to name him Baby Me. He's like, his name's Kyle, Dad. Right, it's one of those. David Long, most memorable Super Bowl commercial. Which one hit you the best?
Man, I didn't even watch them. How's that? Like,
you just watched the game. It's the opposite of how much most of America watches the Super Bowl.
Okay, it's commercial.
What did you do? DVR it?
No, I didn't. It's just not me, man. I didn't watch it. So don't ask me that question.
He TiVoed it.
He TiVoed.
Yeah, TiVoed it. Ask me about the line or who covered or how much money I had on the Bengals. Ask me something.
Oh no!
Oh. I'm just kidding. I had squares bought, and of course I've lost every square.
But my goodness!
I'm not the guy for that.
It's all good. Tim Cox, are you still there? Or did we lose you? Of course, the second
I'm still here. Sorry about that. I'm multitasking. Can you see me?
No, but that's okay. We can hear you. He's got his VR headset on right now. He's looking for Bob in the metaverse. They're riding a triathlon together right now.
Yeah, he's on his bike. No, but hands down for me, I may or may not have in the mid '90s dressed up like mini Austin Powers characters that adorn my upstairs guest room closet with other Halloween costumes. So it was not even a race. The Dr. Evil was absolutely beautiful. Going for the button, getting yelled at and slapped by Fraulein was, at least for my personal little universe, was phenomenal to me.
I love
even though my Bengals, you can see my Bengals gear over here, even though my Bengals lost, but that's okay.
I know.
So much pain.
All right,
we'll have a cry call later today, Tim.
we have a cry call. Okay, you guys know how the show format is. We're really short, so I'd love to give you each one more little chance to say something about what you're looking forward. We're talking about the NADA show. All eyes are on the show. Announcements are coming out. The mask mandates in Nevada have gotten dropped, so I think a lot of people are feeling more confident to go. It's kind of shaping up to be a real show, right? It's been 2 years since we've been there. Soda, we're rolling heavy with press credentials. So if we could just go down, we'll go in reverse order we went last time and say, what are you looking forward to at the show the most? Tim, you're first.
Well, I mean, this is very selfish, I know but we've been working really hard for about a year and a half behind the scenes. And I think we teased about this. Obviously, we made an announcement at AAAS, and we made some promises, and those promises are coming to fruition, and it's going to happen at NADA. So we're excited about that. I've been working with our team's been working with Kyle and others on a particular dealer group that we're doing some things that have never been done before, and that's exciting. I think not even us, just the automotive space in general is moving in such a way that it literally is changing everything. You guys are seeing it. It's exciting. So yes, the standard answer, and it's true. It's going to be great seeing a lot of people, seeing NADA, having that energy, having that vibe, and yes, even without some of the mandates is going to be amazing. But for us selfishly, we've been working out really, really hard for about a year and a half, and now it's time to go to the beach and take our shirt off. So that part's exciting.
I don't know what to say about that last one.
Now hold on. Now that was based on the state of myself. If that would happen, I would look like a busted can of biscuits. So I don't know if you remember when you hit a busted can of biscuits and it just kind of oozes everywhere. So that is I've never recovered from the COVID body, but yes, that.
But he went into COVID with a total six-pack, guaranteed.
There you go.
12.
Well, speaking of working out,
Segue.
Bob Lanham is still working out, and we'll move to you, Bob, on what you're excited for with NADA show coming up.
Yeah, guys, I do this all day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is how I work. Listen, for me, I get to go in person. I get to physically be there.
Your first trip out, they let him out of his cage.
I get to physically meet those who I don't know. Like, I am fired up.
Wait, we've never actually met in person.
Right? Never in person.
I can't even believe that.
It's nuts. It's nuts. So selfishly for me, it's just physically going. I get to be on stage twice, one at JD Power, one at NADA, and then I am just going to hang and hug and meet all of you.
So great.
But
That's
Bob
amazing.
is much more impressive in person, Paul and Kyle, just so you know.
Did
much
you know
Bob
is actually 7 foot 3?
Yeah.
I know. Don't I look?
I wondered about
myself too. I was like, oh, I got to fix that insulation back here. I have no idea what that duct work is for.
Your dryer vent. Yep. One thing that I didn't realize in person is that Kyle is taller than I am. I was like, oh, Kyle's taller than me. And you just have no frame of reference. So, all right, moving back around. David Long, we're going to end with Brian Kramer. David, what are you looking most forward to about NADA?
So I'm pumped to get out there and be live and in person. I've got a meeting with Brian Kramer. He and I are meeting with the Google advisory board.
Is that confirmed?
Well, it is for me. They may not have sent you a confirmation yet. They're still vetting.
Oh, you didn't get the invite? Oh,
no background check in him.
Process.
They went back through his. They went back through his LinkedIn. They were like, you know what? We need to rethink this invite.
So I'm excited. He looks nervous. So I'm excited about that. I just found
out I'm going to NADA.
Hey, Brian, you and I will have our own advisory board. How's that? We just started.
I'm only going to be okay if we have it inside Questies in the metaverse, Bob. That's the only way I'm going.
Done.
I'm seriously disappointed.
And then I have a great meeting set up with Liza Borges and my coach, John Melashenko. So I'm pumped about that. And then I'm just going to walk around and ask why, right? That's my word of 2022 is like,
it's really good.
Why? Like, why am I doing it the way I'm doing it? And why are you doing it that way? And how can I be doing it differently to be more effective and more efficient? So I'm just going to be an absolute blank sheet of paper when I get there. And I cannot wait to just go inquisitively ask millions of questions to the point I'm going to sound like a 3-year-old. Like, why? Why?
I love it.
Why do you do that? Why? So I'm pumped about that. I'm going to follow Brian Kramer around like a puppy.
Aren't we all?
I might even buy his ticket and let him stay in my room. I'm not sure yet, but
I'm going to need someplace to crash.
So, and I'm excited to see everybody. I'm excited to see you two guys for sure. Bob Lanham, have we met in person?
No, Bob hasn't met anybody.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hey, he met me. I'm the special one out of the Brady Bunch looking little thing.
are. I
So
should have met him. Bob
I
worked
get
at
a special
Germain.
card. Huh?
All right.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh, I
former
said-
Germain employee.
Yeah, Bob worked at Germain, and we've never physically met.
Oh,
Wow.
Double wow.
Wow.
Crazy.
All right, Brian Kramer.
Double wow. That's right.
Brian Kramer, NADA.
I'm kind of taken aback now. I'm pumped to be able to hang out physically with everybody. That was actually my game time deal. I was waiting to find out about that as whether or not I was going, because like everybody else, there's a lot. You got 1 foot in the present, 1 foot in the future. But obviously, I'm excited now to go out there. But on a serious note, Bob, if you can get like a Questies as your booth, like in that commercial last night with a couple of those like Chuck E. Cheese bears, that would be that would do everything for me.
It would kill it.
No booth. I'm the booth. So I'm going to be walking around as the booth.
And goggles.
In goggles. Yeah.
Well,
just
really,
bumping into
They're going to be
stuff.
backwards.
in all seriousness, do you really need a booth if you have goggles? I was in one of those Quest 2 rooms last night, those Star Wars things with gloves on, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's
That's crazy.
yeah, you don't need where we're going. We don't need roads or booths.
We don't need roads, but try having a drink with somebody in the metaverse. See how that works out for you, Brian Kramer.
Right.
I saw the bar fight deal, but I didn't go in there yet.
Oh, well, thank you so much. You guys all get to be part of the closing today. So, as you know, we're going in, we're bringing 6 people, a Sodu. Like, we are going to bring the conversations that we have here and all the stuff that happens on the floor. We're going to follow all of you around with cameras and try to wrap our arms around all the people that can't be there, so that they can start thinking in the ways and talking in the ways and asking the same questions and trying to solve the same problems as all of us are. We're trying to unlock all this pent up brain power inside the industry that doesn't usually get to be a part of it. I think they're going to feel like a pirate ship just got dropped off at the front of NADA and wonder why in the world they gave us press credentials. But on the backside, I hope they are like, that's the best decision we ever made. So we hope that you have an amazing Monday. We got a bunch of people on screen already working, already getting it done to bring you and all of your people more provision in the auto industry. Let's go do a little bit of Monday. See you later.
Have a good day, guys.
Love you all.